The movie starts us off immediately with this creepy little intro sequence, and honestly, it's as if this movie is trying to warn you straight from the start. Coraline and her parents arrive at their new home called the Pink Palace, and what do you know? It even comes with a guy doing squats on the roof, and I wish my house came with that because I low-key need a workout partner. I've worked at a few warehouses, and I can assure you, we've never packed a truck that neatly in our lives. If you were gonna leave a $1 tip, then you should have just moved that furniture yourself. Oh no, I'm accidentally breaking your irreplaceable vase with your grandma's ashes. Oh, look at that. They're spilled across the yard. Sorry about that. Thanks for the $1, though. This girl's been here for 90 seconds, and she's already had enough of this house and decides to piece it and head for the woods. This cat has been following her, and I get it's kind of creepy, but it's just a cat, Coraline, so she nails him upside the head with a rock, and then does her best Usain Bolt impression. Now, when I was a kid, I enjoyed running around and acting stupid in the woods, too, but there's not a chance you would have caught me walking around in these woods. I actually had some sort of self-preservation. This cat sounds kind of like a two-stroke. Maybe it's a cold start.
You mangy thing.
I'm willing to bet she learned those manners from people that only tip $1. So this kid shows up, and in the most aggressively horror way possible, like if he wasn't trying to give her a heart attack, then I genuinely have no idea what his intentions were here. See, what was his goal? Oh boy, found a new friend, better go introduce myself using my love language, attempted murder and inducing PTSD. Girl is gonna flinch every time she's around a motorcycle now for the rest of her life. So they get to talking, we find out that she's from Michigan, and she asks him about this secret well that she's been looking for since she's been out here, and honestly, I didn't even know that that's what she was doing. So much for paying attention. And he tells her that she's standing right on top of it.
My grandma, she owns the Pink Palace. Won't rent to people with kids.
And yet here your grandmother is, renting it to someone with a kid. Sadistic bitch.
I'm Wybie.
So his name is Wybie. Wybie. Short for Wyborn. Oh, good God, son. That's depressing as hell. Grandma couldn't have had your name changed to Stanley or something? Well, it's time to leave, but hey, Coraline, that stick you're holding is poison oak. Ha! Get wrecked. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. And then it's just him crying off in the distance because his name is fucking Wybie. So they're arguing here because their parents get paid to write about plants, and yet they hate dirt and don't have a single plant. That's a good point, Coraline. Good on you for calling out the hypocrisy, but I will say, it could wait a little bit because y'all are clearly super broke, and I suggest you let them work because soon the water's gonna get cut off and you're gonna be drinking your own pee like Bear Grylls. So Wybie left her a doll that just so happens to look exactly like her. And I know that this house has a fireplace, so light that bitch up. We are burning that thing right now. She wanted to play outside, but mom said no. So in typical kid brain, that means it's time to go ask dad. And dude, I have never related more to a single person in my entire life. That is exactly what I look like right now making this video. And somebody save me. I can't take it anymore.
Count all the doors and windows and write that down.
Bullshit. How about I go count every dollar you tip the movers? Okay, 1. Oh, would you look at that? We're done. Not Coraline out here actually counting the windows in her house. I've been bored, but I've never been that bored. Get this girl a hobby or something. What the fuck are these crawling around in her shower? Aw, little boy is sad because he dropped his ice cream. That's what you get for dressing like that, loser. In her exploration of this house that's about to be condemned, she finds a door in the wall. Now, as a kid, that would have been the single most exciting thing I've ever seen in my life. Only thing I ever found as a kid was a glass full of beer on my mom's nightstand, and you know I started chugging it because I thought it was Mountain Dew, bro. It was not a good time. All right, mom, open this shit up, and there's nothing back there. Well, if dad can cook this good, maybe he should have been a chef instead of writing about plants. Looks great.
Think they're trying to poison me?
Yes, something has been off this whole time. Get out of there, girl. Run! After an entire day of counting windows and being nearly murdered by a strange young boy in a mask, it's finally time for bed. Until this little mouse comes around and wakes her up, and I'd be so salty. Waking me up from my sleep is basically a death sentence. Now, where'd I put my shotgun? So she follows it all the way back to the door downstairs, and instead of the brick wall we saw last time, it's actually a portal, and that's gonna have to be a nope from me, dog. I'm telling you, after last time, I will never crawl into a random hole again in my life. So on the other side of the portal, we have this alternate reality type thing. This mom is creepy as shit, and I'm going home. My parents told me I'm not allowed to talk to people with button eyes.
Want to hear my new song?
You're damn right I do.
Making up a song about Coraline.
Okay, I can't play any more of the song than this or I'll get hit with copyright, but this shit is fire. Y'all just go watch the movie already, it's great. Even though her normal dad is the second coming of Gordon Ramsay, I can't help but feel like this meal would be a little bit more my style. If I'm not rich enough to have my own gravy train, have I really even made it? So her real mom hates going out in the rain, but this one wants to play hide and seek in the rain, and if that doesn't give off serial killer vibes, then I'm not entirely sure if I can trust Coraline's judgment anymore.
What rain?
That rain. Coraline finally comes to her senses and says, nah, this shit's creepy. It's time to go to bed. And it's about time.
What's shaking, baby?
Whoa, bro, she's 11. Chill there, Drake. Don't know how I feel about having my parents sitting there watching me sleep, but all right, I guess. It's the next day, she's back in the real world, and it's time to go check on the door, and thankfully, it's been sealed up, which is good because it's really saving her from herself. She's sitting here trying to tell her mom about what happened and getting mad because her mom doesn't believe her, but Coraline, I literally just watched you do it, and I still don't believe you. Like, listen to what you're saying. Her mom is sick of listening to her child talk, so in a swift moment of A+ parenting, she convinces her daughter to go downstairs and talk to 2 strangers in one of the apartments that none of them have ever met. Sounds good to me. Oh, it looks like Mr. Babinski has some mail. Where was his room again? Oh, there. Oh, I see now. Okay. Can't make it through any Cadence video without somebody committing a little B&E. Well, she was trying to, but what the hell are you doing trying to break into my apartment, little girl? This dude is wild. He calls himself the Amazing Babinski, and it's the guy that was doing squats on the top of the house at the beginning of the movie. The mail was actually just cheese because he needs it to train his mice in order to have a mice circus, and I'll take no further questions, thank you.
Have beat make you strong.
No thank you. I don't listen to beats unless they're Drake. He gave you that beat from the bottom of his heart, and if you weren't only 11, I'd have some choice words for you. Bitch. Babinski actually comes back to warn her. He's telling her as soon as he walked inside that the mice said Coraline shouldn't go back through that little door. And you know what? I'd be keen to listen to that advice.
Do not go through little door.
All right, it's definitely time to nail that door shut, burn the house down, and move to Canada and start working on my moose call. She finally wraps up talking to complete strangers and finally makes her way downstairs to talk to the strangers her mother told her to talk to. I mean, I know we never met and I'm only 11, but can I come into your apartment? Like, what? They have all their previously deceased dogs stuffed and put on a shelf, and it's definitely time to just abandon this entire neighborhood altogether. Like, start packing, because it's time to go. This weird-ass lady reads Coraline's tea leaves, whatever that means, and tells her that she's in danger. Coraline, surely this is enough warnings, right? Right?
You are in terrible danger.
I see you've seen my father's cooking as well. Alright, well, it's been fun and y'all are creepy as shit, so I'm finna head out. YB is out there looking for slugs or something, but can this kid not do a single thing without looking so suspicious? Like, dude, go play at your own house, you weirdo. Unless he's got a crush. So he confesses to Coraline that even though his grandmother is the owner of the house, that he's never been inside because she won't let him. And now you may be wondering, why won't she let him? Oh, you know, just because she had a twin sister who was stolen in that house. Hello, leave. And after all these warnings, her takeaway from everything is that she needs to put out some cheese to attract the mice so she can go back through again. And if she's this oblivious, then at this point, we're just gonna have to call it natural selection. Go on, do your thing. Oh, look at that, here they are. It's really time to put out some mouse traps. Well, even after all those warnings, here she is, going back through the door. Dumb ways to die. Oh shit, it's this creepy bitch again. Coraline, go out to the garden and get your creepy father. Fuck no. It's been nice seeing y'all. I've got so much homework and stuff to do. Yeah, I know it's summer break, but I'm clearly in summer school because as you can see, I'm not that smart. She's laughing now, but she's clearly never played any of the Mario games. Them flowers are vicious. Hey, that's pretty nice in a mom, I'm scared, come pick me up sort of way. They're trying to have a nice little creepy dinner until button-eyed Wybie shows up and interrupts the gravy train.
I thought you'd like him more if he spoke a little less.
She literally cut out his tongue, bro. Coraline, get out of there. But instead of doing anything reasonable, Coraline and Wybie head upstairs to Babinski's apartment to watch the mice circus. Oh, I'm 100% gonna have one of these in my house when I'm rich. Okay, this is impressive. He can get all these mice to do this, and I can't convince a goldfish to swim. Goldie has just been chilling in his bowl upside down for weeks now and doesn't listen to me. Well, the circus was lit and all, but thankfully it's time to head back to bed. And again, I don't know how I feel about 3 people watching me go to sleep, and if Coraline herself doesn't see any issue with this, then it might be time to call social services because this isn't adding up. Just a nice sunny morning in the neighborhood trap house. They dropped the dad off at this place for a business meeting so he can try to sell his catalog or something. Hopefully it goes well so they can fucking stop eating ketchup sandwiches for dinner. They're shopping for school uniforms for Coraline and she really wants these gloves, but they cost too much. Coraline, y'all eat mud for dinner. Don't you understand that y'all are broke? Well, I'm not getting a $25 pair of gloves. Like, I'd settle for a loaf of bread that isn't out of date by 2 months. How many people do y'all think got punched along the way because this bitch just couldn't resist buying one of these stupid ass cars?
How do you feel about a mustard ketchup salsa wrap?
No, I'll just die, I think. chunks. Oh shit, that apple juice got me fucked up. Her mom leaves to go to the grocery store, and what do you know? Coraline decides that she has nothing else better to do with her life than crawl back into the depths of hell. Go off, queen. The cat is watching her do this, and you know he's just sitting there thinking, yep, another one about to bite the dust. The other mother, which is what she's called, by the way, I just now realized, I don't think I ever mentioned that. She leaves Coraline this outfit and a note telling her that she's been invited downstairs to the creepy twins' apartment. And you just know Coraline's about to go. Sorry, man, I'm gonna have to frisk you. Wow, a sold out crowd. I didn't know they were pulling numbers like that. Good for them. Time for the creepy twin sisters to put on a show, and I really don't even know what this movie is anymore. Damn, little mama. If you have to get up there with a walker, then you just might be past your prime. Well, that was certainly an experience that I don't ever need to experience again.
You could stay here forever.
Or if you don't let me leave, I could get my shotgun again. Other mother tells her she only has to do one thing if she wants to stay here, which doesn't sound so bad until the one thing she has to do is sew buttons onto her eyes. And you know what? Coraline, in her infinite wisdom, decides this is an awful idea and admits that it's past her bedtime, and that is the only time that you're ever going to hear a child say that. So she barricades the door and heads to bed, and this might be the first sensible thing that she's done in this entire movie. Until she wakes up and well, what do you know? She's still there. She takes off sprinting out of the house looking for the other Wybie, but instead she finds the cat, and apparently it can talk here or something. They walk into the void, and he tells her that the other mother only created enough of this world to capture her attention, probably to eat her or something. As one can imagine, Coraline isn't about that life, so it's time to go back through the little door in the wall. Well, Coraline, you shouldn't have come back here. This is your own damn fault. If only somebody could have warned you. The other mother throws Coraline and Tom out in the mirror? Okay, I can't lie, I did not see this one coming. While she's in there, though, she gets to meet some nice children who just so happen to also have had their soul stolen by the other mother, so at least she's got some company. They tell her that the doll she got in the beginning of the movie, the one that looked just like her, was actually being used by the other mother to spy on her. I'd go ahead and start filing for that restraining order because that is a total invasion of privacy. The kids ask Coraline to go and find their eyes so that they can restore their souls. And you see what I'm saying? I told y'all this was not a kid's movie. Wybie yanks her back through the mirror, which is super clutch, bro, and I appreciate it, but what's up with the chicken mask? They make it to the portal, and it's time for the Autobots to roll out. Coraline asks this world's Wybie to come with her, and this is what happens. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Hey, she made it through. That's definitely the end, right? Right? The groceries her mom bought are rotting on the table, and I don't know if it's because they've been sitting here that long, or if it's just because they're so broke that her mom just bought rotten food. Turns out Wybie's grandma is pissed at him for giving Coraline that doll, and honestly at this point I'm really starting to understand why. So she starts explaining everything to Wybie, and rightfully he thinks she's just lost her whole ass mind.
You're crazy.
Trust me, bro, they're all like that. She's running around trying to find her parents, checking everywhere she can, and by now it's pretty clear they are nowhere to be found. So she heads to see the two creepy twins downstairs for help, and they take a bowl of old taffy and turn it into a seeing eyeglass that finds lost things or something. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine is. I don't know, dude. Alright, bro, Coraline has officially lost it. Well, the cat wakes her up and starts taking her down the stairs. Either that, or she's just so far gone she's hallucinating now, and I'm not sure which. Oh wait, they're in the mirror. Okay, well, either she really is tripping or it's time to find some new parents. I'll save you, Ma and Pa. So the cat drags this doll out from underneath the bed, and it's of her parents. And how did this doll even get under there? Because somebody had to put it there. Go ahead and start your conspiracies in the comments. Well, she's loading up to go back into the other world, and maybe you should just start looking for new parents on Etsy or something. I mean, they have everything else on that damn site. They're brainstorming what to do, and the cat tells her she should challenge the other mother to a game. She'd definitely cheat, but she's obsessed with games, and at the very least, she's not gonna say no.
Perhaps they've grown bored of you and run away to France.
On their budget? Yeah, I don't think so. Whoa, Dad has put on some weight. He's been taking a ride on that gravy train one too many times. Bro better join Bobinski and go do some fucking squats or something on the roof. Well, that can't be good. That's gonna hurt coming back up.
Why don't we play a game?
Bro, her eyes literally just lit up like a full-blown crackhead. So Coraline does challenge her. She's got to find her parents and the eyes of all the lost children. If she wins, then hooray! And if not, then she's gonna have to stay in this world and let this creepy bitch sew buttons onto her eyes. At least the other mother does give her a hint, though, that all three of the children's eyes are across the three wonders that she's created for her so far, with the first one being the garden. Rip, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, oh wait, never mind, she survived. All right, moving on. Yeah, use that, dummy. Why was that not the first thing you did? Hey, look, there it is. Oh, shit. So the dad admits that the other mother has been forcing him to go along with it all and doesn't actually want any part in it. So he just sacrifices himself and gives Coraline the eye. All right, cool. We got one down, but I I'm already exhausted. Can we just take a nap instead? Okay, I guess not. Well, the second wonder was the theater. Gross, that lady's been wearing a child's eye as a ring. How much do you think that ring goes for at a pawn shop? And honestly, that one was pretty easy, all things considered. Well, shit, I am. Maybe if you were scared at the start, you wouldn't be in this mess. Final wonder was the mice circus. And hey, can you have me a cotton candy? Well, the good news is that this is the last child's eye, but bad news is that Mr. Babinski has it. What are you doing, you slippery little prick? Dude, this shit is so weird. I can't deal with this right now. All right, and he's just made of rats. And if anyone has a rat fear, this movie has probably sent them into a cardiac arrest by now. The rat starts getting away with the last eye, and what does Coraline do? She takes her only chance of winning this little game and chucks it at the rat. That building is definitely not up to code. We're gonna need to get an inspector out here ASAP. You better hurry up, Coraline. Looks like time is running out. Oh, hey, look at that. The cat brought the last one. Let's go. But I don't think you really needed to bring the head along with it. I'll just take the eye, thanks. All right, she's got all three, and now it's time to find Ma and Pa. Nope, well, never mind. She's out of time. Had a good run, though, Coraline. You were killing it. Hope you like the buttons. I'm no scientist or meteorologist or anything like that, but this definitely doesn't look good. She's gotten all three ghost eyes, but she still didn't manage to find her parents within the time limit, which actually, now that I think about it, is some bullshit because I'm pretty sure they didn't even agree on a time limit. You cheating ass bitch. The other mother tosses her little looky-loo in the fireplace and the betting odds just shifted. I've got 2K on other mother. Sorry, Coraline. Money talks. Okay, I can't show but so much footage at a time, so let me just break this down real quick. She tricks the other mother by telling her she knows where her parents are. They're behind the little door. To trick her into trying to prove her wrong and actually opening it, because remember, she swallowed the key. And she sees her parents in the snow globe here above the fireplace, so I guess her plan is to snatch the snow globe and escape through the door once she's opened it, but then she just throws the fucking cat at her. Bro, the cat scratched her eyes out. That's metal as hell. They have this whole little escapade, and the other mother turns the whole room into a spider web or something, and you better run, Coraline. Whew, that was a close one. Wait, is that her hand? Well, it turns out she did it and saved the day. Hooray! Let's go, Coraline, taking care of the problem that was entirely caused by you and was 100% your fault. Way to go, kiddo. Her parents have no memory of it or anything relating to it, but the dad's meeting went great and she got the gloves, so they move up from completely broke to just regular lower class. Isn't that sweet? The ghosts come by and thank Coraline. Since she got their eyes back, their souls have been restored and they get to move on. So I guess it did work out in a way. Oh yeah, but the other mother's hand comes back and is still alive, so they throw it into the bottom of the well. They grow a garden and the movie's over. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Whether you did or didn't, leave it down in the comments below how you felt about it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.